Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to Real Classic Film Reviews and welcome to the time of the month when we take a look at all the physical media that I picked up over the last 4 or 5 weeks. We've just entered July, so these are June's pickups. Not a massive amount, but some quality releases, hopefully. You'll agree with me. And as you can see on the top of the stacks there, we've got two treasure hunt style movies. The first of which, I'm just going to move everything to one side, is the most recent Steelbook release of Indiana Jones, or Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, whatever you want to call it. This is obviously the most recent Steelbook edition. They're obviously, prior to this, they released some of those questionable Steelbook releases. I'll put a picture probably about here of those. Obviously they came under a lot of fire in terms of their shoddy presentation, especially when there's artwork as amazing as this kicking about. There was literally no need for that set whatsoever. I ultimately kind of voted with my wallet and did not pick that up, held out, and I'm glad I did, but I kind of feel for the people who put some serious money down on that set because it was substandard, whereas this, as you can tell, is absolutely not. You know, great artwork all the way through, classic artwork across the front cover, which should have been there in the first place. And when you crack this thing open, you've got the 4K and the Blu-ray inside there, and also you have, oh crikey, got it wedged in there, some fantastic artwork. Obviously Indy lifting out the Ark there. I won't kind of get all the discs out because it'll be quite faffy, but also included is a nice little poster again with some vintage artwork on. So, you know, we've all seen this artwork. But yeah, that's the you know, this is the set that it deserved in the first place. And you know, they've got the other two coming out. I've got those on pre-order, so Temple of Doom and Last Crusade will be turning up you know, throughout the next month or two. So very happy to have what I hope is going to be the kind of definitive 4K release of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Excellent. So as we saw before, I also picked up a copy of Armour of God, Jackie Chan. This is the 88 films deluxe edition. I've yet to crack this thing open. I just haven't had time to really kind of sit down and open it up and have a little look through. I'm going to say I haven't seen the film. Maybe I feel like I want to say that I have, but I think I've just seen so many clips from it in, you know, Jackie Chan documentaries and best of lists and things like that. But I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it. I think I'll find when I do put it on, it'll be a first time watch for me. But this thing went down really cheap, and I ended up having to pick it up because trying to like kind of broaden my horizons in terms of my kind of kung fu cinema. Trying to watch maybe some earlier Chan than this, but you know, certainly some of his kind of relatively older stuff. So I'm really looking forward to checking out this Army of God. I'm really looking forward to that Police Story box set that's coming out very soon. I'm not sure when. Is it coming out soon? Next couple of months, I think. That looks, you know, really well done. Definitely looking forward to that. Sticking on the what should we look at? The 88 train. We've got 88 films release of Brothers Till We Die, which I think was directed by Umberto Lenzi of kind of Cannibal Ferox. Yes, it was. Fame. Thomas Milian, I think, doing a dual role in this one. I've yet to see it. Again, you know, the kind of Italian crime thrillers is another genre that I've kind of challenged myself this year to, you know, broaden my horizons on and learn a little bit more about, and I've been watching as many of those as I can. Films that, you know, Fractured Visions put out, Silent Action, Free Hand for a Tough Cop, recently picked up Violent City. So yeah, I'm trying to watch as many as I can. Any recommendations that you can put in the comments below will be very welcome, because obviously I'm very aware that the genre is quite expansive, and trying to track down and find what to watch is a bit of a challenge. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to checking that out very much so. On the Cult Classics theme, I should say, I picked up these two. This is two of the three recently released Cult Classics, which is a new line from Studio Canal, who do the kind of studio classics and world classics, vintage classics, I should say, and world classics. And I am a big fan of Studio Canal and some of the work that they do. So obviously they've started out this cult classics line, and they've released 3 films. I think Extreme Prejudice here with it's a fantastic Walter Hill film. I haven't seen this since the VHS days, so I'm very much looking forward to having a look at this. And also another film that I've yet to see, which is Franco Nero in High Crime. Love that cover art, it's fantastic. Yeah, can't wait to see this. What was the third one? What's the third one that I haven't picked up? Heck, I can't remember. I'll put a picture of it around here. But there was a third film. It escapes me. Anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. Randomly just picked up a copy of Focus with Will Smith. It was pennies, and Margot Robbie. I remember enjoying this as a good kind of grift, heist movie. Obviously, Robbie's just ridiculous. Will Smith, who's probably falling out of fashion a little bit at the moment, but I do remember this as being a good film, and I think it was literally like £1. So I thought, it's definitely worth a rewatch. Picked up Cracking the World. This was from HMV because it was literally like £2 or £3. I'm not sure. Big fan of disaster films. Big fan of that cover. It's a 101 Films release. Don't know a massive amount about it. Let's have a quick look. No, it doesn't ring any bells, but yeah, like I said, big disaster movie fan, and one that I had yet to see, and definitely worth picking up at that price. Picked up a couple of 4K releases, the first being Gattaca with Ethan Hawke, Uma Thurman and Jude Law. Again, it was cheap. I remember it left me quite cold watching this. I mean, it's a kind of cold, clinical style film anyway. At the time, directed by Andrew Niccol, who I think wrote The Truman Show and has that kind of, modern sci-fi vibe to a lot of his films. But Alan Arkin, good role from Alan Arkin in this. Definitely looking forward to a rewatch. And was going to pick it up on Blu-ray, but got it for a great deal on the 4K. And one of my bucket list 4Ks, this finally released Giant, which I'm a massive fan of. I hope they do the rest of the James Dean catalogue. He says that I hope they do Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden as well. That'd be fantastic if they could release those on 4K. But definitely looking forward to watching this. Obviously, it's an undertaking. Is the the word? This thing's like 3 hours and 20 minutes long. I don't know. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes long. Sorry, 3 hours and 20 minutes long, and it's just a beast of a movie. But yeah, Dean there, Rock Hudson, Elizabeth Taylor, just epic. It's probably not the most exciting movie you've ever seen, and you need to kind of really, it's quite melodramatic, and you really need to kind of settle down and settle in and watch it. But that is great cinema, and I'm glad that they're releasing stuff like that on 4K. Super happy with that. What else have we got? We've got Ken Russell's The Devils with Redgrave and Oliver Reed. I love Oliver Reed. I love Vanessa Redgrave in this. She's an absolute maniac. Oh God, I'm not sure. Someone, I do apologise, I can't remember who it was, but someone had commented and asked me to review this, which I'm going to. And I didn't have it, and I didn't realise. I don't think it's got a Blu-ray release, hence I've picked up this DVD release. But I don't think I've seen the X certificate version. I might have watched it on Channel 4 or something like that back in the day. It might have been. I'll have to have a little watch. But I mean, whatever version I watched was nuts. So if there's an X certificate version that I haven't seen that's even more nuts, then I can't wait. I mean, this thing is great considering. I mean, we've got 2 DVDs there, and it comes with this fantastic booklet that I was having like a little read through the other day. Got about 4 or 5 pages into it, but I definitely need to finish off. But just some great writing in there, great booklet, fantastic release from BFI. So that's The Devils. I'm not sure if this is ever going to get a Blu-ray release, or if it has somewhere and I don't know about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just it's nuts. It's great. I picked up. What did I pick up next? I picked up The Dark Eyes of London. I've still got it in a case. 2 seconds. Sorry. Picked up The Dark Eyes of London again. I found it on a good deal. This has got a slipcover on it that's got a real kind of almost like a leathery feel to it, and I'm not sure if mine's got some marks on it or if it's supposed to be like that, or maybe if that's just my my copy, I'm not sure, but yeah, sorry. Dark Eyes of London, Bela Lugosi, a twisted evil that walks the streets. Just great to have this, you know, an edition of this on a release like this. Contains a lot of postcards and a little booklet there with some vintage artwork. Just if you can pick this up for a great price like I did, then I'd definitely recommend it. This is it's a network release. Big fan of what they do in some of their restorations. So that's the Dark Eyes of London. Fantastic slipcase on there as well. So fantastic artwork as well, all the way around. A great set. And speaking of, you know, movies that, you know, you kind of were lucky to get releases of, and one that I'll admit to not knowing a massive amount is this the Pamini Organization, 72 to 74. This was released by Indicator very recently. Features 3 films here that I think this is the first ever. Well, let me just check before I. What does it say? Yeah, so the very first time that these films have been released on any video format, which is pretty crazy. We've got Hunted there with starring Edward Woodward, a film called Assassin. I've not seen any of these films yet, with Ian Hendry, and then a film called Moments. So yeah, very much looking forward to checking out these. Obviously, I'm a big fan of my British films. This set is, I mean, what Indicator are doing here in terms of kind of rescuing some of these films from literal, you know, being like never before seen, or, you know, rescuing him from absolute obscurity is just incredible. So, you know, it comes in this single case, and you've got reversible artwork there, so you can have Moments or Assassins. Hunted and Assassin are both on one disc, Moments on the other. Comes with a big stack of kind of lobby cards, which I've not yet had a chance to look into, and a booklet. Well, I say booklet, but it's absolutely massive. Literally a book, you know, just discussing the 3 films. But, you know, you kind of, if you're a fan of British cinema, or, you know, just maybe even cinema restorations, or whatever in general, then this is kind of an important set, and this is something that's, you know, in the age of streaming and you know, just kind of people only going to the cinema to see a blockbuster or whatever, this stuff like this is like an important relic of cinema now. You know, it's an awful thing to say, but for this company to kind of take something that's never ever been seen before and put this much care and attention into it is, you know, more than to be commended. So that's the Pamini Organization. I'll maybe talk about this a little bit more when I've watched them, because I'm going to sit down and watch them very, very soon. But, you know, in the meantime, you know, if you're not kind of familiar with it, then certainly make an effort and look it up and see what you think. But guys, thank you very much for listening to my movie waffle. It's always very much appreciated. It's been fantastic to be able to show you what I picked up during the month of June. We're in July now, which is actually my birthday month, and I'm kind of limiting what I pick up so that people, you know, otherwise I'll drive people crazy who try and very kindly spoil me with gifts for my birthday, and it just gives them a little bit of leeway and a little bit of space to be able to buy me something without fear of buying me a duplicate. So I probably won't have as big a haul kind of coming out of July. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. Thank you so much for your time watching this video, and I'll see you all very soon. Look after yourselves. Take care.